Center here in Brooklyn, New York. The Bulls taking on the Nets. For the Bulls, they've shown no fear so far this season. Now on the road against one of the toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Nets, Bulls on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Junior's out there with Levine, and it's Williams at the small forward position. And looking at the Nets, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Jordan is out there with Green, and it's KD in at the 3 slot.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Junior kicks to Levine. To the middle, here's Junior. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over a minute here in the first. LeVert the pass to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
A phenomenal athleticism from Durant. Man, he's just a tenacious dunker. Spikes it in.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And Junior throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And both free throws good for Junior. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Irving. He had 22 points in the win against Detroit. Outside Durant takes a 3. Markkanen pulls it in. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. They trail by. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Jordan high post. Back to Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Yeah, this is Junior going into attack mode. Rises up over the D and just throws it down.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Williams. And it's White in for Zach LaVine. Chicago trailing here. Here's Junior. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, with each basket tonight, Junior's confidence has increased. Just playing fantastic in this one.
Harris outside. Dinwiddie outside. Hits the three-point bomb. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him. Valentine with it. Here's Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving passes to Allen, and the shot goes in.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Irving. And Valentine gets it to go on the assist by Junior.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. A 17-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Irving can't get it to go. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Junior kicks to Valentine. White bounce pass. And stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders.
And Greg, it's one of the for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Karis LeVert comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Karis LeVert is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pacers, was terrific. He scored 28 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Dean passes to Young, and it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, one play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Puts it up from 15. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Junior. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And what muscle from Junior, welcoming the contact and just pushing his way through.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Chicago making a switch here. White's checked in. Here's Junior. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Throws it down.
And the basketball IQ of Junior. Excellent job sizing up the defense and making the right read.
We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Now LeVert. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Now here's Junior. He's covered by Irving, and it's White missing. 1 second left. He can't get that one, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Brooklyn ahead as they end this.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Zach LaVine is out there with Junior, and it's Williams at small forward.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
There's the lob to Carter.
And coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Irving looking for an opening. And it's sent back by Carter. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. LaVine wide open from outside off the mark. And the foul called on Junior. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Chicago also making some changes. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Williams. And Satoransky subbed in for LaVine. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Quality play. I mean, Irving with the nice setup. I mean, something he's been working on to do more the last couple of years.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got 9.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving him. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Passes it to Durant. Shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Carter. Now, here's Junior. Covered by Irving. Lock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Junior fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Junior's got 20 points.
Well, as a defender on a guy like Junior, you just can't let the shooting get comfortable. You can't let them catch and shoot.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point.
That's good from Carter.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, G.A., and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high. Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
A pull-up. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Junior kicks to Carter. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Carter's got 4 this quarter.
Love seeing the mid-range still used. Carter Jr. is more of a low-post guy, but knocking down Jays will help his game.
And a wide-open look for Irving. No good from outside.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Markkanen. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Junior dishes to Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Inside Carter has all the tools to succeed. Height, reflexes. I mean, he just has to put them to work.
Outside Irving, over Junior, and the Nets miss again.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Irving up top. Will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Carter finds Levine. Puts it up for Junior. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Come on, man. Crucial hoop by Junior. What a time to knock down the shot. That's clutch.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Junior.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Jeff Green is checked in for Dinwiddie. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Here's Junior. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Here's Durant. Goes back up. And the layup is good. And the Nets lead by 2.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Outside Williams. Right side Markkanen. And here's Junior. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Levine. No good off the back of the rim.
It isn't the D that causes that. That's just a loss of concentration.
Durant for 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And it's a 5-point Nets lead.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. It's 2-on-1. And the foul called on Junior. That's his 3rd foul of the game. KD against Markkanen. Outside Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
KD against Williams. It's deflected.
The coaching staff loves this. They know Markkanen has the length needed to swat a lot of shots.
And the jam by Levine.
Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalize in the clutch.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. 6-point lead. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there was some time.